Welcome. Today we have Unit 10. As you can see, the title of Unit 10 is Scared to Death. It is related to a text in the unit in which we read about the experience of a young man who climbed a mountain. We also have verb patterns number 2, managed to, used to, as you can see in the blue bar, ed, ing, adjectives, and exclamations. In the grammar, we will talk about the second group of verb patterns, how to use infinitives, and on vocabulary we'll talk about the feelings, how to describe feelings and situations using adjectives that end with ed or ing, and which situation to use each of them. On everyday English, we will talk about exclamations with so and such. Now, 10.1, verb patterns number 2. Verb patterns were first covered in Unit 5, as you can remember. There is a list of verb patterns on page 143. This will be downloaded to your book material. First, we have verb plus to plus infinitive. Example, they managed to escape. I tried to visit somewhere new. We decided to go abroad. Managed to, managed to. Every verb comes after to must come in its infinitive form. دائما الفعل بعد to يأتي بصيغة مجردة. Okay? So, عندي الصيغة الأولى هي يأتي الفعل إذا جاء بعد to, going to, managed to, started to, decided to, okay, try to. هاي الأفعال دائما تأخذ بعدها to. فالفعل بعد to يأتي بصيغة المجردة أو يأتي بصيغة المصدر. So, مهما كان الفعل بالجملة الأولى بالمثال الأول عندي موجود بزمن ال past simple. بالجملة الثانية بالمثال الثاني موجود عندي بزمن present simple. In whatever tense الفعل إذا جاء وجاء بعد to تأتي بعد الفعل يأتي بصيغة الانفينيتيف أو يأتي بصيغة المصدر. هذا نمط. النمط الثاني go plus ing for sports and activities. كنا بالفصل الأول يعني تحدثنا عن أنه استخدام فعل go زائد فعل بصيغة ing to talk about sports and activities. لما يأتي الفعل go وفعل بصيغة ing then هو to talk about sports and activities. Let's go skiing. We went swimming. سواء الفعل go بالpresent simple أو went الماضي مال go بالpast simple. The same من يجي ويا فعل ممكن بإشارة إلى رياضة أو activity like ski or swim يكون الفعل هذا بصيغة ing. Number 3, verb plus somebody plus infinitive without to. إذا جتيني هاي التركيبة my teachers made me work hard. طبعا هنا حناخذ الverb patterns بالجدول. فعلين نعطيني هنا make somebody و let somebody. فعلين make و let. يأتي بعدها somebody اللي هي أفعال أو عفوا ضمائر المفعول به. make me, make him, make her, make us, make them, make you. Okay? My parents let me go out when I want. Okay? فمع الفعلين make و let أو زمن الماضي البسيط made و let أيضا. Now, here are the verb patterns نتحدث عنها. القائمة بصفحة 143 نزلت عندكم بالبوك ماتيريال على الكلاس. الverb patterns هاي اللي موجودة بالunit 5 و now unit 10. verb plus ing. لاحظ الجدول الأول أفعال الشعور يسموها like, love, enjoy, hate, finish, stop. دائما يأتي الفعل بعدها بصيغة ing. I like swimming. I love cooking. We enjoy swimming. I stopped cooking. Okay? هذه الأفعال هنا عندكم 6. we should memorize it by heart. الفعل يأتي بعدها بصيغة ing دائما. We often use the verb go plus ing form for sports and activities. هذه ملاحظة أيضا ذكرناها. I go swimming every day. I go shopping at the weekend. Okay? لما يجي الفعل go وأريد أحكي عن sport أو activity، دائما الفعل اللي يأتي بعد go يأتي بصيغة أو مرتبط بال ing. Now the second chart اللي عندنا الجدول الثاني verb plus to plus infinitive. هاي الأفعال عادة هي تأخذ to وحدها. I choose to, I decided to, I forget to, I promised to, I managed to, I need to, I helped to, I hope to, I tried to, I wanted to, would you like to, would you love to. اوكي هاي الأفعال يأتي بعدها to. دائما الفعل اللي يأتي بعد to يأتي بصيغة الانفينيتيف أو المصدر، يأتي مجرد. اوكي now number 3 chart verb plus ing or to plus infinitive. يعني هذه الأفعال فعليا هي ممكن يأتي بعدها الفعل بصيغة ing أو to plus infinitive. يعني it began to rain، وأيضا صحيح أقول it began raining أو it started to rain، it started raining. أوكي أو starts to rain. الفعلين الجدول الثالث فعلين begin و start ممكن الحالتين صحيحة معا، أما يأتي to بعد فعل مجرد أو فعل زائد صيغة ing. الجدول الرابع verb plus somebody plus infinitive without to. قلنا الفعلين let و make. somebody اللي هي ضمائر المفعول به. let me, let him, let her, let them, let us. okay let it أيضا let them go. make someone do something. okay الجدول الرابع let و make somebody يأتي بعدها الفعل بصيغة الانفينيتيف. اوكي مع المودal auxiliary verbs اللي هي can, could, shall, should, will, would. اوكي must, ought يأتي دائما الفعل بعدها بصيغة الانفينيتيف أو فعل مجرد. اوكي هذا الجدول should be these 5 charts plus the note should be memorized by heart. Now look at this picture. As you can see, there's a young man crossing a narrow path which is about to fall. يعني الممر الضيق متهالك supported by old wooden stands. يعني الأعمدة اللي تسند الجسر هي أو هذا عفوا الممر الضيق هي أعمدة خشبية متهالكة، وهذا عادة يكون المنظر خطير. ليش نشوف هذا المنظر؟ لأن هذا له علاقة بالتكست اللي حنقرأ اللي هو تدريب على استخدام الverb patterns، وهو أيضا له علاقة بعنوان الunit scared to death. A walk with death, verb patterns and infinitives. Okay. Question number 1. Look at the photograph. Does the path look safe to you? هذا الباث I don't think it's safe. It's rather dangerous, especially in these places. Okay, it becomes narrow and narrow. We will read the text. Number 2. sorry. Read about Paul Lay's adventure. How did he feel at different times in the story? We will hear the tape script. Complete the text using these words in the box. هذه الكلمات اللي موجودة أو هي أفعال حقيقة تدريب على استخدام verb patterns and infinitives لحل الفراغات الموجودة خلال القطعة من number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's listen to the tape script. And then, as you can see, the solution is in the box, numbered in red.
Unit 10. Tape script 10.1.
I've always enjoyed walking. When I was a boy, I used to go walking at weekends with my father. We went camping and climbing together. I try to visit a new place every year. Last year, I decided to walk a path in Spain called El Camino del Rey, which means the King's Way. It's one of the highest and most dangerous footpaths in Europe. It used to be very safe, but now it's falling down. I took a train to the village of El Chorro and started to walk towards the mountains. I was very excited. Then the adventure began. The path was about 3 feet wide and there were holes in it. It used to have a handrail, but not anymore. I didn't know what to do. Should I go on my hands and knees or stand up? I decided to stand up and walk very slowly. At times, the path was only as wide as my 2 boots. I stopped to have a rest, but there was nowhere to sit. I began to feel very frightened. It was impossible to look down or look up. I was concentrating so hard that my body started aching. There was no thrill of danger, no enjoyment of the view. I thought I was going to die. I finally managed to get to the end. I was shaking, and I was covered in sweat from heat and fear. I fell to the ground exhausted.
So this was the near-death experience with Paul Lay, okay, who had this adventure on the mountains of southern Spain. Now, for those of you who can't see the text as a whole, the tape script, the complete tape script is here on the next slide after the text. See, tape script 10.1, don't look down. حتى يكون عندكم الحل حتى الكامل، يعني النص كامل موجود مكتوب, so that you don't misspell the words in the spaces بالفراغات. Now we have this as an important exercise on page 79. Practice discussing grammar. Complete these sentences with the verb swim in the correct form. Okay, so you have to conjugate أو تصرف الفعل swim مع كل الجمل حسب القواعد اللي تعلمناها, ال verb patterns, the 5 verb patterns. Number 1, I go. مع الفعل swim every summer. سباحة إذن هي sport. مع الفعل go إذن صيغة الفعل تكون ing, swimming. Okay, I started, لكن هو حاط الفراغ هنا ما كاتب لك to. لكن أني أعرف من الجدول الثاني إنه عفوا الجدول الثالث started to rain. Okay, begun to rain. الجدول الثالث started to إذن بعد to يجي فعل مجرد فswim. I started to swim when I was 6. Number 3, I tried. أيضا try من الجدول الثاني, try to. I tried to swim. أيضا الفعل يأتي بصيغة المجرد. My instructor made me. بعد قلنا هذه الصيغة make أو let somebody يأتي بعدها الفعل بصيغة الانفينيتيف without to. Make me swim. Okay. I enjoy swimming very much. Enjoy أفعال الشعور الجدول الأول يأتي بعد الفعل بصيغة ال ing. I enjoy swimming. Dave used to. used ما تجي وحدها, دائما يأتي بعدها to, ودائما بعد to يأتي الفعل بصيغة المجرد. هذا نموذج من الأسئلة اللي ممكن تجينا على تصريف الأفعال. Now, we have discussing grammar, also another pattern or another form. Choose the correct form. هنا اختيارات يكون الموضوع. I decided to stop stopping smoking. Of course, I decided to stop. الجدول الأول. I managed to find sorry الجدول الثاني decided أيضا managed to find. فهنا هياتها to find. الحل هنا عندكم تحت التمرين underlined in red. Let's go shopping. Okay, هاي activity مع الفعل go. shop إذن الفعل يأتي بصيغة ال ing فتصير let's go shopping. Please let somebody هنا الفعل يأتي بعدها بصيغة المجرد go. Okay, let me go to the picnic. Number 5, would you like something? Would you like something eating. أكيد طبعا would you love to يأتي بعد to فعل مجرد فهي would you like something to eat. Number 6, I need a recipe for a cake that is easy to make. That is easy to make. Okay, هذا أيضا صيغة أخرى للتمرين اللي يأتي على تصريف الأفعال. Number 10.2 استخدام used to plus infinitive. دائما قلنا بعد to يأتي infinitive. Used to is the same for all persons. يعني جميع ضمائر الفاعل صيغة ال used to سواء كانت مثبتة used to أو didn't used to منفية مع ال I, we, he, she, it, they, you نفسها تأتي ماكو أي تغيير بها. I used to smoke. We didn't used to like smoking or cooking. Okay. أيضا بالquestion نحط ال question word what did you used to do. بالshort answers يكون ال did بداية. Did you used to smoke a lot? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Note the question form what did you used to do is not often used. We ask a question in the past simple and reply using used to. يعني هاي الصيغة هنا السؤال ما مستخدمة not common. فاللي استخدمه شنو ما أقول what did you used to do أقول where did you go on holiday. أسأل الجملة الاعتيادية فنقول we used to go. okay. أسأل عن الفعل بعدين أقول we used to. Never is often used. I never used to watch TV. Number 3, be careful not to confuse to use. Example, I use a knife to cut an apple and used to. The pronunciation is also different. To use هذا الفعل هذا الverb use. pronunciation الحرف ال SE تنقري Z. used to عادة تنقري used to سين والتاء كما تلاحظون. used to. used to is used to express a past habit. تعبير عن عادة قديمة. He used to play football every Saturday but now he doesn't. To express a past state حالة سابقة. They used to be happy together but now they fight all the time. Okay. He used to play football and they used to be happy. إذا أما عادة سابقة أو حالة سابقة condition. Now we come to another exercise on page 80. When I was young I used to. إذا هو practice على used to. Listen to James talking about his childhood and his life now. Complete the chart. Write one sentence with used to for each question. هاي الأسئلة عندكم. أيضا ترتب السؤال بعدين تخلي لي الجواب هنا. الأجوبة هنا مكتوبة عندكم تحت كاملة. Now I usually go shopping at the weekend. In the evening I used to watch TV. We go to a hotel somewhere hot and just do nothing. Okay, we used to go camping in Europe and so on. So الحل مال السؤال النص كامل حتى لا تخطئون بالإملاء موجود هنا تحت الجدول. Okay. Now تحت هذا التمرين بالPDF عندكم مباشرة يجي هذا التمرين اللي هو why do you go to these places? Why do you go to the hairdressers to have a haircut? هذا التمرين هو تدريب على استخدام الانفينيتيفز to do something يعني to بعدها infinitive وأيضا يعني مرتبط بالتمرين اللي حكينا عليه بالفصل الأول اللي هو what do you buy from these places لا تذكرون from the pharmacy from the bank what do you do at the bank bookshop and so on the cafe so on you buy medicine you withdraw cash. Okay, you take the weekly newspaper and so on. So here we have the places: the post office, the pharmacy, a petrol station, the library, a bookshop, the market. Why do you go to these places? Why do you go to the post office? هذا السؤال. I go to the post office to post a letter. هذا استخدام to plus infinitive. The pharmacy. I go to the pharmacy to buy some medicine. To buy a petrol station. I go to the petrol station to fill my car with fuel. To fill the library. I go there to borrow some books for my research paper. To borrow a bookshop. I go to the bookshop to get the weekly newspaper. To get. I go to the market to do some shopping. To do. So this is an exercise on using infinitives. لاحظ هنا انه ال to plus infinitive كأنه ذكر لي غرض يعني حدد لي الغرض من زيارتي مثلا للبوست اوفيس او الفارماسي يعني كي افعل كذا وكذا يعني فذكرت الغرض من الزيارة. Okay. Used to and the past simple. The past simple can also be used to express a past habit or state. قلنا استخدام الفعل بالماضي البسيط ممكن يعبر عن عادة قديمة وحالة قديمة. يعني بدل ما أقول we used to أو they used to أقول he played football أو he used to play football, the same meaning. They were happy together when they were first married أو they used to be happy together when they first married, أيضا the same meaning. Okay, only the past simple can be used for actions which happened once in the past. يعني ما أقدر أقول they used to. إذا عندي حدث مرة واحدة صار بالماضي إذا أستخدم للتعبير عن verb in the past simple. We used to go to France every summer. Okay, we used to go to France every summer, but once in 1987 we went to Greece. إذن أستخدم past simple للتعبير عن شيء حدث مرة واحدة في الماضي. Okay, last night I stayed at home. So every night I'll go out, but last night I stayed at home. Note, used to has no equivalent in the present. يعني نستخدم تعبير used to اعتاد على للحديث عن الماضي، لكن بالpresent شنو اللي ممكن استخدمه مكافئ لهذا التعبير؟ انه انا عندي عادة بالزمن الحاضر، فشي دائما اسويه. The present simple is used for present habits and states. يعني استخدم الفعل بزمن المضارع البسيط. She lives in New York. She sometimes comes to London on business. Okay, فإذا حتى أعبر عن شيء معتاد أسويه بالزمن الحاضر أستخدم زمن المضارع البسيط. Now, about infinitives 10.4. Infinitives are used to express purpose. هسه قلنا إنه هاي الأماكن. Why do you go to these places? To. I go to the pharmacy to buy some medicine. فإحنا هنا الانفينيتيف استخدمناه للتعبير عن الغرض. They answer the question why. This use is very common in English. I'm learning English. Why? To get a good job. She saves her money. Why? To buy a car. I'm going to Scotland. ليش? To visit my parents. إذا ممكن used to infinitive, using infinitives can express the purpose. Note, some languages express this idea of purpose with a translation of for plus infinitive. English does not use for. Okay, I came here to learn English. هذا صحيح، لكن ما أقول I came here for to learn English، ولا أقول I came here for learn English. ليش؟ لأنه الفور هو preposition. دائما لي preposition يأتي بعد الverb بصيغة ing. I came here for learning. Okay، لكن عندما أقول I came here to يأتي بعد فعل مجرد infinitive. I came here to learn English. Okay, infinitives are used after certain adjectives. Okay, I am pleased to. دائما pleased to. بتجي pleased to. I am pleased. I'm pleased to. I'm surprised to. It's hard to. It's important to. It's impossible to. عندما تأتي بهذه الصيغة يمكن أن أستخدم بعد to، يعني هو لازم أستخدم بعده فعل مجرد. I'm pleased to see you. It's hard to learn Chinese. Okay، دائما يأتي بعدها فعل مجرد. Now, infinitives are used after the question words who, what, where, how, etc. يعني can you tell me how to get to the station? How to get to the station. أي to بعد يأتي فعل يأتي بصيغة المجرد أو المصدر. I don't know who to speak to. Speak فعل مجرد بعد to. Show me what يأتي بعدها to. What to do فعل مجرد. Infinitives are used after the compounds something, nothing, nowhere, anybody, somebody. هاي التراكيب اللي هي متكونة من any or some or nobody. Okay, we a body, thing, somebody, anybody, nobody, something, anything, nothing, nowhere, anywhere. هاي التعابير لما تجي استخدم دائما معها فعل مجرد. Have something to eat. I've got nothing to do. There is nowhere to hide. Is there anyone to talk to? Okay. Now, we come to number 5. Make sentences with a line in A, a word in B, and an infinitive in C. لاحظنا هو حال الجملة الأولى. Number 1 I'm hungry. I need قلنا need something to eat. الغرض دائما يقول something يجي وراه to plus infinitive. الحل موجود تحت 10.3 tape script و underline تحت خط أحمر جميع الحلول الموجودة. أوكي لهذا الجدول هاي جداول 3 هذا الحل مالتها. now النمط الثالث أيضا من استخدام verb patterns. choose the correct form. I went to the shops for to buy أو for buy أو to buy some shoes. أكيد هو to buy. okay. do you enjoy reading to read. do you enjoy what. enjoy قلنا يأتي فعل بعده بصيغة ing. do you enjoy reading. okay. when I was young I used to go going ice skating. فهي أكيد when I was young I used to بعدها go. okay. number 4 he told me he is moving to Canada. I didn't know شنو what to say. okay. when we were on holiday we went swimming. to swim or swimming every day. we went أكيد بعدها swimming. now we come to vocabulary. We have adjectives that end in ed and in ing. How can you describe the experiences below? Use an adjective from the box. لاحظ الادجectives اللي بالبوكس هي frightening, exciting, surprising, terrifying, boring, exhausting. جميعها منتهية ب ing. Okay. number 1 you get stuck in a lift. stuck هو ال past participle أو sorry الماضي مال stick يلتصق أو يعني stuck يعلق. okay. in a lift هو الاليفيتر. عند البريطانيين المصعد lift. عند الأمريكان هو elevator. you get stuck in يعني تحبس في مصعد أو يعني ينقفل عليك المصعد. ف this is of course solution هنا الحل. it's a frightening situation أو it's a frightening condition أو frightening thing experience. number 2 you go on a 50-mile walk and climb 3 mountains. أكيد هاي التجربة هي an exhausting situation. you go on the biggest roller coaster in the world. تصعد أعلى سكة موت بالدنيا. this of course يعني an exciting thing. ليش؟ سواء كان exciting هو يعني اللي يحبه فبالإيجاب فهذا exciting يعني positively excited. بينما إذا هو ما يحبه وخايف من التجربة هاي يصير negative excitement. okay. فهو في كل الأحوال excited. okay. it's an exciting thing. number 4 you find a spider in the bath. هاي تجربة جدا مريعة أنه تلقي عنكبوت بالحمام. it's terrifying ممكن بس تقول. number 5 someone shows you their holiday photos for hours and hours. واحد مطلع لك الصور مال السفرة مالته وساعات يبقى يراويك بيها. of course it's boring. your teacher says you are all such wonderful students that I won't give you any more homeworks. طبعا هذا لأنه الشخص هو متعود يعطيهم homework ف it's a surprising thing إنه أنت ما حتى لو بدأ رأيه إن a surprising thing إنه هم ما ينطيكم any homework. now احنا شفنا هسه هنا استعملنا كل ال adjectives اللي نهايتها ing توصف هاي ال experiences. now how do the people in the photos feel? he is frightened. this man with a knife next to him is frightened. this man is exhausted. this girl is terrified. this girl is surprised. this girl is bored. these people are excited. okay. so احنا استعملنا من حكينا على الحالة او الاكسبيرينس، استعملنا الصفة المنتهية ب ing، لكن هنا من دا احكي على الاشخاص و how do they feel in the photo استعملت الadjectives المنتهية ب ed. So ing adjectives describe a situation, a person or a thing. يعني أقدر أقول an interesting life, a boring teacher, an exciting film. بينما ال ed adjectives describe how people feel. The ed adjectives describe how people feel. Okay? I'm very interested in modern arts. We were bored at the end of the classroom. She's excited about going to places. She's excited about going on holiday tomorrow. Okay, we were bored at the end of this lesson. I'm very interested. لاحظ ed, excited, not exciting. Okay, the experience or the thing is exciting. لكن how do people feel is excited. Okay, يعني هنا بالنسبة للرولر كوستر سكة الموت it's an exciting experience، مبهجة أو مثيرة للاهتمام. لكن هذول ال people how do they feel at this moment? They are excited. Okay, now complete the sentences. Use one of these adjectives. عندك أنت جدول excite, frighten, bore إلى surprise. مخليها النهاية مفتوحة، خلي لك بالعمود الثاني أما ed أو ing. Okay, you have from 1 to 7 points. فكل point حسب اللي بدي يوصف الجملة وحسب معنى الجملة أقدر أني أستخدم الادجective أبو ing أو الادجective اللي بعده ed منتهي ب ed. I met a famous film star today. Really? How? أكيد إنه شغلة إنه تشوف ممثل أفلام مشهور هاي شيء جدا مبهر أو مثير للاهتمام. أوكي، فده يقول how exciting، لأن أنا دا أصف الحالة، حالة الالتقاء بممثل مشهور هي exciting. I spent 4 hours going around the museum. Was it interesting? No, it was boring. أوكي، هو أكيد boring لأنه 4 ساعات بالمتحف. و أيضا دا يصف الحالة condition. Number 3, I haven't heard from my parents for 2 months. لم أسمع خبرا من عائلتي أو أهلي لشهرين. You must be أكيد worried، لأن هنا أيضا أوصف الفيلينج the anxiety feeling عند الشخص هذا اللي ما شاف أهله صار شهرين فهو worried قلق. Number 4, wow Maria, what are you doing here? Why are you so فراغ to see me? Okay, why are you so surprised? Okay, it's surprising to see me لكن why are you so surprised? Okay, فالصفة انتهت هنا بإيدي. Number 5, I failed my exam. I worked really hard for it. I'm so disappointed. خائب الظن، لأن دا أحكي على نفسي، دا أحكي how do I feel. لكن إذا أقول تجربة الفشل بالامتحان شبيها it's disappointing، مخيبة للآمال. Sorry. Number 6, smoke started to come from the front of the plane. Weren't you frightened؟ لأن دا أسأل على مشاعر ذيك اللحظة من بدأ الدخان يطلع من مقدمة الطيارة. Number 7, my computer is broken and I don't understand the manual. It's so confusing. هاي الإيت ممكن تعود على الكمبيوتر. فحالة حالة إنه أني متى أفتهم المانيول والكمبيوتر معطل it's so confusing. Okay, it's so confusing. I hope you can differentiate between using adjectives in ed and in ing by now. Now we come to everyday English exclamations with so and such. Read and listen to the sentences. احنا نقراها 10.7. Tom was scared. He was very scared. لكن دائما يكون عندي exclamation mark أقول he was so scared. Okay. لاحظ هنا شلون يقرأها هو.
Tape script 10.7.
Tom was scared. He was very scared. He was so scared.
لاحظ التون شلون على نبرة الصوت من قرأ so scared لأنه موجودة علامة التعجب. أوكي. رغم هنا أيضا أن الحالة تدعو للتعجب. he was very scared. أوكي. لكن هنا لأنه علامة التعجب موجودة فعل التون the voice tone على نبرة الصوت حتى المقابل ينتبه. Okay, do you think this use of so is more written or spoken? What effect does it have? أكيد this use of so is more spoken لأنه أنا يعني بالكتابة ما تبين عندي tone intonation عالية مالت الصوت تعلى so إلا بالقراءة. It has the effect of making the adjective stronger, more emphatic. The whole sentence is more dramatic. So استخدام so such بالصيغة التعجبية هي مجرد لإضفاء يعني strength إضفاء قوة أو more emphasis تأكيد أكثر على الجملة and give it a more dramatic effect. Look at the sentences. When do we use so, such, such, so many and so much? Okay. Number 1, we were all so worried. So worried here so plus adjective. Okay. Number 2, the Titanic was such a luxurious ship. Such a singular plus count noun beginning with a consonant. It was such an awful accident. Such an plus singular plus count noun beginning with a vowel. They saw such huge icebergs. Such plus plural noun. It was such terrible weather. Such plus uncount noun. There are so many places I want to go to. So many plus plural noun. I've got so much work. So much plus uncount noun. هاي القاعدة مالتها. We use so many, so much to make expressions of quantity more emphatic. تأكيد على تعابير expressions of quantity. Okay, compare. I have a lot of money. I have so much money. لدي الكثير من المال. لكن من هنا أنا عندي so much وعلامة exclamation mark. I have so much money. حيث يعرف السامع المقابل انه اني دا اتعجب من الكمية اكثر بهواية. هي تقريبا the same. I have a lot of money. I have so much money. لكن الثانية so much money اكو emphasis اكثر. Okay, gives more dramatic effect to the sentence. Now we have exclamation with so and such. We can define exclamation as it's a word or a sentence. A word مثلا من نقول wow. When we say wow, this is an exclamation word. Okay, wow is one word, an exclamation. Or a sentence that expresses a strong emotion. An exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. يعني دائما هي الجملة التعجبية هي كأنه جملة إخبارية informative sentence. لكن من محطوطة علامة التعجب بالنهاية. إذن من محطوطة علامة التعجب هذا لازم يكون جملة تعجبية أو سؤال تعجبي. Okay, إلى علاقة بالتعجب. For examples, I'm free expresses joy. I treasure you expresses love. She actually won expresses surprise. You're late again expresses anger. So عندي أشكال هنا. So plus adjective adverb أو such plus an adjective plus singular countable noun or such plus adjective adverb and uncountable or plural noun. The meal was so good. She's such a quiet girl. There are such kind people. Okay. Now, complete the sentences in A with so, such as, such, so many, or so much. then match them with the sentence in B. أيضا هذا التمرين هو التدريب على استخدام so and such. فهنا عندي جمل غير محلولة حسب المعنى، أيضا أخلي such so many so وهكذا. وهنا ترتيب الأرقام لكل جملة حتى يكون سهل عليكم بالمراجعة. Now we come to the last thing in our lecture today, which I gave you an assignment about it. هو listening عن التايتانيك، قطعة عن التايتانيك. okay, how it drowned، يعني تقريبا القصة اللي شاهد الفيلم قبل، الفيلم لليوناردو دي كابريو وكيت وينسلت أكيد عرف القصة. تقريبا الأحداث هي متشابهة. Let's listen to the tape script وأعطيكم الحالة هنا. Listen to the two people talking about the Titanic. Put the pictures in the order they talk about them. أثناء القراءة وحنطيكم الحل مال كل صورة ترتيب الصور.
Tape script 10.6.
What do you know about the Titanic?
The Titanic? You mean the ship that sank? The one they called the Unsinkable?
Yes, that's right. The biggest ship of its time.
Well, it was about 100 years ago, wasn't it?
Yep, 1912 to be exact.
And wasn't it going across the Atlantic, from England to New York?
That's it. It left Southampton on the 10th of April 1912 with 1,324 passengers on board.
إذا number 1 هو A.
And 900 crew members. And the night of Sunday the 14th, it was very clear and very cold. And 2 other ships in the area actually told them to be careful because there were icebergs around.
Number 2 C.
So they did know that it was dangerous?
Yes, but they didn't want to worry the passengers. The people just carried on eating and enjoying themselves.
Number 3 F.
But if they knew it was dangerous, why didn't they just stop?
Well, the owner of the boat was on board, a Mr. Bruce Ismay, and he told the captain to go faster and faster because he wanted the Titanic to be the fastest ship to cross the Atlantic. The record was 4 days and 19 hours.
No, really?
Number 4 E.
But that's terrible.
And then someone saw the iceberg in front of them.
Number 5 B.
At first, they thought it was too small to do much damage. But in fact, the iceberg was huge.
6 G.
About 30 meters higher than the ship. And then the ship hit it.
Why didn't everyone just get off the ship immediately?
Because they thought it was impossible for the Titanic to sink. So no one started to get the lifeboats out for an hour. To begin with, it was women and children first. But then people started to realize that there weren't enough lifeboats.
7 H.
There were only 20, and a lot of people were going to die.
Wasn't there that incredible thing with the orchestra? Or is that just a story?
No, it's true. The orchestra continued playing until the ship sank, and the musicians, all of them, died.
Oh.
It took just 2 hours
Number 8 D.
after hitting the iceberg for the ship to sink.
Incredible. How many people died?
About 1,500.
And how many survived?
706.
Finally, number 9 I. Okay, that's it. As you can see, it's A, C, F, E, B, G, H, D, I. Thank you very much and see you all next week.